Hey everybody, JRod here. This is my second day of going for a jog after recovering from COVID. And so that makes a streak, right? Anyway, I wanted to tell a quick story about how quick it came on. And I went down to San Diego to take Zachary, my youngest son, to college. And I kind of had a sore throat, and didn't think anything of it. I thought it was like the AC was, because it was so warm down there. I thought it was something like that. Then I kind of got run down over the next couple of days. Like, my energy level was down, but I had no problem. And I just figured it was a little late summer cold or whatever. And then it just kept getting worse to the point where like even rolling over in bed just took too much energy for me, And so I kept taking my temperature. I didn't have a temperature for a while, but eventually I did. And I was talking to a friend who was a nurse, and I said, yeah, I put some Vicks on my nose, Vicks vapor rub. And she goes, can you smell it? I didn't even think about that. I go, oh no, I can't smell it. She goes, get to the hospital now. So I took my temperature at that point, and it was over 100. And I'm like, okay. So it took everything I can do to get to the hospital. I just had no energy, but I went to St. Vincent's and walked into the emergency room, collapsed, like literally, I'm not kidding you. And I'm a big guy. I'm 6'6" and go a little bit over 250. Anyway, I collapsed into the wheelchair. They wheeled me into a room. It quickly took a chest x-ray. They put this thing behind me and whipped this thing down and took an x-ray. And then they wheeled me out of the emergency room, which by the way was chaotic. I had someone screaming, their legs bent the wrong way. It was just horrible. But they got me into this isolation room, and this is where it hit me. I had so low energy right now at this point. And a doctor comes in and he goes, I said, yeah, I wasn't gonna come in. He goes, listen, you got 103 temperature, which is really high for an adult. He says your oxygen and blood level is at 90 and going down. So he said, had you waited till tomorrow, you would have come in an ambulance and you wouldn't have left. Meaning I would have died if I would have waited one more day. He said, we think we can save you now. And we think we got it early enough. So they wheeled me into an isolation room, which is on the 9th or 10th floor of the St. Vincent's, which is their COVID floor. And people were in hazmat suits, and I had a 5-day stay. And the treatment was many things. I was pricked and poked and steroids and this and that and shots. But the big thing was, I think it's called remdesivir, which saved my life. And so I can't say enough about the nurses and doctors and everybody at St. Vincent's, their quick, help and diagnosis and treatment. And I'll tell you this, it snuck up on me. And I've had people say, I don't understand why it's because you don't know until it's too late. That's the problem. And so I know hospitals probably don't want to hear this message. I'm just telling you straight up, if you start getting a high fever and there are ways to check your oxygen level. If it goes below 90, you got to get into the hospital to save your life, because even waiting one day, maybe even like 12 hours for me, I would be dead. And I'm only 50. Yeah, I could lose a little weight, but I'm pretty healthy. I'm jogging right now. I'm running a mile, hopefully. So anyway, I wanted to tell the story. I know a lot of you were asking about it, and I literally thank a higher power that I'm here. Anyway, have a great day. Happy Monday.